Hey, Michelle. What's up with Julian's shirts and golf wear hanging in the room? Ellen? Seriously? Are you sneaking into our place again without asking us? Don't say sneaking in like I'm some kind of thief. I have a spare key, so it's totally legit. Anyway, explain this. Why aren't you sending Julian's clothes to the dry cleaner? It's unthinkable to have them hanging around the house like this. They're going to get weird wrinkles. I was planning to send them to the cleaner at first, but he said it was fine to wash them at home. I just did what he told me to do. Didn't you hear it from him too? Oh my goodness. Blaming your own laziness on him is despicable. You can't even do housework well, but you're quick to point a finger at your husband. I'm not pointing a finger at anyone. You really didn't hear it from him, huh? I also asked him to take back the spare key from you. What are you mumbling about? He's an elite working for a good company. And yet, you make him wear those cheap shirts you ironed? Don't you feel sorry for him? I'm telling you, he said, "Enough with the excuses. Just come back and send them to the cleaner right away." I'm sorry. I can't leave until the end of my shift. My lunch break is almost over, so I have to go now. Don't you dare. Wait. Hey, honey. Remember I asked you to tell your mom about the dry cleaning stuff? Did you forget again? Dry cleaning? I mean, the work shirts and golf wear. I said I'd take them to the cleaner, but you wanted to save money, so you asked me to wash them at home, remember? Did I? Yes. And I specifically asked you to explain it to her, because she'll definitely complain if she finds out about it, right? I got a message from her at lunch today. She sneaked into the house and saw the clothes hanging around. She scolded me for not sending them to the cleaner. Oh, man. Is that it? How come you didn't explain it to her? And I told you to take back the spare key, didn't I? Did you? Yes. Sorry, I forgot. How can you forget what you said? I got an earful from her. What did she say? She said you were an elite working at a company, so she couldn't let you wear cheap shirts I ironed. She felt sorry for you. You know, she's not wrong. Hold on. I just did what you told me to do. Why am I the one getting lectured by her? I mean, she's unreasonable too. She doesn't believe me. Darn you. Don't talk bad about her. I'm not, but the fact is, I'm the one dealing with her misunderstandings and nagging. Isn't that talking bad? I'm stating facts. If I messed up, I'd understand getting scolded, but I just followed your instructions. And the way she talks to me feels like she's deliberately attacking me. If you're more reliable, I won't have to deal with this. Deal with what? She's just concerned about me, and all you can think about is how she's hassling you. Why do you always see things like that? Because of you, right? You forgot what you said. That's why this happened. I bet you just went along with her to look good. Don't blame me. Why are you so mad about being told to send shirts to the cleaner? It's because you don't care about me. No, that's not the issue. Anyway, just make sure to tell her about the dry cleaning stuff. And please take back the spare key and tell her not to sneak in again. Fine, I got it. But what she said about me wasn't wrong, you know. Yeah, whatever. You're seriously unbelievable, Michelle. What complaints do you have today, Ellen? I only have a bit of time left on my lunch break. Geez, You're working again? This is why you can't take care of Julian well. Sigh. I heard you complained to him the other day. You threatened him and had him take the spare key from me. What a wicked woman you are. I didn't complain or threaten anyone. Yeah, right. You're too focused on work instead of taking care of your husband in the first place. I don't recall ever neglecting him at all. I wake up early every day, pack his lunch, finish all the chores, then head to work. And when I'm back, I take care of the rest. Geez, you're all talk. Well, you know what? He complains about your cooking. He suddenly showed up last night saying he wanted to eat my food. I fed him well, so he was happy, you know. Good for him. So that's why he didn't come home last night? What's with that reaction? Don't you have any positive things to say? Like, you'll improve your cooking for him, or ask me for my secret recipes and teach you how to cook? I actually did attend cooking classes for him. The recipes were either from former top chefs or their adaptations. So if he says they're not good... Former top chefs? When did you attend cooking classes? Right after we got married. I'm sure I mentioned it to you. You didn't know? And yet he says it's bad? How bad are you at cooking? Excuse me? As far as I've tasted it, it's not bad at all. Even in the cooking class, I got praised a lot, you know. My teacher was a former top chef, so he was quite strict and didn't give compliments lightly. So I was pretty confident. Maybe he was a self-proclaimed top chef? Huh? A real top chef praising your cooking makes no sense. His taste buds must be off. You were probably fooled. Spending money on a scam cooking class is such a waste. I can't believe you wasted Julian's hard-earned money on that. He was an accomplished chef, and it wasn't a scam. And I paid for it with my own earnings. Ugh! You always talk back. Fine. I'll make sure you learn properly this time when it comes to cooking. Are you serious? Of course I am. Since Julian complained, you're going to learn my flavoring technique. He said he wanted to eat my food, you know. He didn't say he wanted the cooking of a top chef. You can't achieve that no matter how often you go to cooking classes. I guess not, but I have a job, so it's physically impossible. I haven't been able to go to classes ever since my work got busier. Don't use work as an excuse again. As long as he's not satisfied, I can't just leave things as they are. Sigh. What's your problem with me? Why can't you just be straight with me instead of being two-faced all the time? Huh? What's up with you all of a sudden? You complained about me to your mom again, didn't you? You told me you were staying late at work last night. Turns out you were actually at her place. You were there crying to her, right? Every time you do that, I end up getting an earful from her. If you have a problem, why don't you talk to me about it? It's not like I have a problem, but... But what? Mom's just better at a lot of things. Excuse me? She raised me, you know. I guess her way kinda stuck with me. And I find comfort in it because her care was always nice. I guess I just expect the same from you. You know, you sound really creepy right now. What do you mean, creepy? Don't be rude. You're a mama's boy. What's with the constant mentioning of mom from a grown man? And lying about working late just to cry to her? Makes me question the kind of upbringing you had.
What did you say?
It's her fault for turning you into a helpless mama's boy.
What the heck? Stop talking bad about her.
So it's my fault then.
Yeah, your fault for not listening to her advice. And guess what? She ratted you out earlier. She said you were using my hard-earned money to attend some shady seminar. What do you think you're doing with the money I sweat and toil for?
So that's how it comes across. Do you not find it strange or suspicious at all? Don't you think your beloved mom might be twisting the truth a bit? Don't you think she's doing the same thing as you, being two-faced but with me?
She wouldn't lie like that. She's not like you, malicious.
Think about it for a moment. I work too, and I'm busier than you. Yet you think I have time to fall for some shady seminar?
Busier than me? You?
Yeah, me. Despite my busy job, I still take care of you more than you realize. You don't do anything for yourself or the house. You're always hanging around your mom's place and bad-mouthing me to her. When you come home, all you do is lounge around.
What did you say? You're being rude again. I'm exhausted from work, all right? I work my butt off every day for us. Isn't that enough? If you're so unsatisfied, why don't you quit your job and devote yourself to me?
If we could live off just your income, that would be okay. But since we can't, I have to work too, right?
Who do you think you are, talking down to me like that?
Anyway, stop whining to your mom about me. And stop blindly believing everything she says.
Why should I?
Because I'm the one who ends up getting blamed for it all. I'm already busy enough, so stop giving me headaches. What the heck are you trying to do? I just got home and guess who's here? Your mom. What happened to taking back the spare key?
Oh, you made it home safely, huh?
Safely? What's that supposed to mean?
So, starting today, she's gonna live with us.
Are you kidding me?
Because you're always working, never taking care of things at home. So she's gonna help out. You made me take back the key, so I had to make another one. Such a hassle, you know.
I don't get it. Why are you making such big decisions without talking to me first? This is our home, isn't it? I didn't want her just waltzing in with her spare key. And now, suddenly, she's moving in? It doesn't make sense at all.
You promised her you'd learn to cook from her, right? If she's there, you can learn any time.
We didn't promise anything. It was just her talking about it.
No, I want that too.
What?
Imagine being stuck eating your terrible cooking. It's unbearable.
Terrible cooking? I went to cooking classes. I don't deserve to be told that much.
What's wrong with calling bad food bad? Your cooking sucks, so obviously it makes me want to have her food. Then why don't you learn from her? That would solve everything, right? It's just logical.
Making it sound reasonable to suit yourself. Anyway, this is our house, so tell her to go back. It must come from you.
Why? Finally getting to live with her, isn't it great? You should be happier since you'll have less housework to do. I wish you follow her footsteps.
What footsteps? You guys planned this when you went to her place last time, didn't you? Scheming behind my back. Hopeless mama's boy.
What did you call me? I'm gonna tell her everything you said. You can face her wrath directly. She's terrifying when she's angry, you know?
I'm done. You're just as bad as your mom, honestly. I wonder what she's going to do, raising such a mama's boy. Relying on her at your age? Where's your independence? You have no future.
How dare you? Don't try to make a villain out of her. If you keep bad-mouthing her, I'll divorce you.
Maybe that's for the best.
Huh? You're so darn arrogant. Prepare to be disciplined by her from now on. Get ready for instant divorce if you cause any trouble. Anyway, just get trained by her immediately.
So that's your plan. Got it.
When are you coming back? What are you doing, staying out this late without preparing dinner? Mom's starving and about to pass out, you know. Ignoring me, huh? You got some nerve.
What's up?
What do you mean, what's up? What time do you think it is? What about dinner tonight?
Dinner? Your mom's there, right? She can cook something tasty for you.
She says you're supposed to cook today.
Today? But I've been cooking dinner every day.
Really? Anyway, just hurry up and come home to make dinner. Your hard-working husband and the esteemed mom are waiting on empty stomachs.
I'm working too, you know. I'm doing overtime right now. And even if I come home early to cook dinner, she'll just get in the way, right?
What do you mean?
Hiding knives, hiding pans, scattering spices around the kitchen.
What are you talking about? She wouldn't do something like that. Wow, how can you come up with such childish excuses?
Seriously? So childish. She acts like a kid. It takes me twice as long to cook. And also,
What?
wasn't she supposed to teach me cooking when she moved into our place?
Well, not just cooking, all household chores.
She hasn't cooked anything since she's been with us, you know.
That can't be.
Not just cooking. She hasn't done any housework at all.
Yeah, right.
All those dishes you loved and praised as mom's flavor, I made them all.
You cooked under her guidance, right? She said she'd drill you into being a proper wife. No wonder I thought they were her food then.
Under her guidance. She just hangs around all day.
That can't be. I get messages every day about what she's taught you.
That's just her one-sided story, right? She hasn't done a single chore, let alone teaching me how to cook. In fact, she's always just getting in the way.
Liar. Why do you talk so badly about her? She's trying her best to make you a good wife. Don't badmouth her. If you keep disrespecting her, we're getting a divorce.
Then let's do it.
What? Are you finally losing it? You think you can survive on your own after divorcing me? Ha 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 ha. Stop saying stupid things. Ha 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 ha.
That's my line, you know. Will you be okay after we separate? Can you handle living alone with the baggage of a mom?
What the heck? I told you to stop bad-mouthing her. Stop blaming her without any proof.
Not only did she force herself to live with us and just mess around, but she's also drained our savings.
Oh, come on.
You gave her access to our joint savings card, didn't you?
Oh, I asked her to deposit some money.
What deposit?
You know what I'm talking about.
Not only did she not deposit, but she's practically wiped out all the money.
That can't be right.
Then ask her about it. I was doing some bookkeeping while making a deposit and I was shocked. The balance was down to $2.
No way. Didn't we have like 20 grand there, right?
Exactly. And now it's down to $2. Even though she's your mom, if she's taking money from the account without our permission and using it, that's a crime, you know? We could sue her for theft.
Hold on a sec. Stop calling her a criminal.
What's wrong with calling a criminal a criminal? Wake up already, mama's boy. She forcibly moved in, falsely accused me, and now she's not only playing around but also draining our savings.
Well, I didn't know about that.
Not knowing doesn't excuse it, you know? And you always believe only her side of the story and never listen to me. Even though I explained countless times that she was lying and bullying me.
I was wrong. I apologize.
You're no better. You're so blindly loyal to her and never try to see reality. You use double standards between me and her, making me the scapegoat. You love her so much that you've become just like her with the worst traits. I can't be with people like you anymore. I'd happily file for a divorce right now. Get out.
Get out? But this is my home too. You can leave.
You're joking, right? That's the apartment I bought before we got married. Why should I leave?
Because if we divorce, there'll be asset division, right?
Oh my God, don't you even know? What have you learned from your mom all these years?
Ugh.
Asset division applies to assets acquired during the marriage. The apartment was purchased by me before marriage, so it's not subject to asset division. I can't believe a moron like you has been holding a job.
Then asset division.
The joint savings are subject to asset division, but your mom has practically spent it all.
Oh man. With no money and nowhere to live, what are we supposed to do?
Figure it out yourself. Maybe go back to your mom's?
That house isn't hers anymore.
What do you mean?
She sold it because she was going to live with us.
This is news to me. What happened to the money from selling the house?
I don't know all that. She said she was going to sell it, and I just said it was fine as she was moving it with us. I didn't think about the money. I thought that if I left everything to her, it'd be all good.
How clueless can you be? This isn't about a few bucks or even a few hundred. Selling the house means hundreds of thousands coming in. So even though she has that money, why is our savings dwindling?
No idea.
Seriously?
I just did what she said.
It's sickening how you always rely on her for everything.
'Cause up till now, I've never been wrong listening to her. I even married you as she told me to. Ha ha ha.
Oh my God, you married me because she told you so?
Yep. You had a good job, and it didn't seem like you were gonna quit, so she said I could take it easy.
What kind of reason is that? Then what about the proposal?
Oh, she came up with that. I was frantically cramming the lines she told me to say the night before.
Wait.
She's really talented, you know. She can come up with touching proposal lines that sweep women off their feet in no time. She even told me to bring a bouquet of roses. You were so moved that you were crying, remember? I thought, that's my mom. Ha 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 ha.
Unbelievable. Why did I ever marry you? I'm gonna regret this for the rest of my life.
Well, she came up with a proposal, but it doesn't change the fact that we're married. I mean, you got to marry me thanks to her, so you should be grateful to her, you know?
Grateful? Jeez.
She doesn't have anywhere to go either, and I can't support her with just my income. You should pitch in and work too. While we're out working, she can take care of the house. There's nothing to worry about.
You're seriously the worst mama's boy ever. Your mom's insane, but you're equally crazy. I can't take it anymore.
Don't say that. Just hurry home.
Stop it. It's giving me the creeps. Why didn't I decide to divorce you sooner? I'm so mad at myself. I never want to see you or talk to you again. Anyway, you need to be out of there within a week. I already put it up for sale.
For sale? Oh, come on. Why the heck would you do that behind my back?
Look who's talking. You made decisions on your own and let your mom move in. Now look what's happened.
Yeah, but taking away our home is so harsh.
That's my house under my name, and I paid for it. Whatever I decide to do, it's my business, right? Plus, I absolutely refuse to live with your mom, who thinks it's okay to use other people's savings.
Stop bad-mouthing her. If you keep it up, I'll sue you for defamation.
Oh, you want to go to court? Bring it on. I've already hired an attorney.
An attorney?
I hired one for divorce mediation.
Are you seriously considering divorce?
Of course. I've been saying it's impossible for me to be with you, haven't I?
Wait, think about it again. If we get divorced, you won't be able to support yourself, will you?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, right.
I make more money than you know.
What? That's impossible. Mom said it's unheard of for a wife to make more than her husband.
Mom. So annoying. With the money that's supposed to come in from selling the apartment and my salary alone, I can live just fine. So please, don't ever bother me again. I'm sick of a mama's boy like you, and an unreasonable mother who even controls her son's proposal. I'm beyond fed up. Talking to you irritates me, so from now on, let's go through the attorney for everything.
Hold on. Please, help us. How do I explain this to Mom? What should we do with the money she used? Hey, don't ignore me. Help me and Mom.
Talking to the mama's boy any longer was driving me crazy, so I decided to leave it all to my attorney and blocked his number. With the money from selling the apartment, I was able to hire a great attorney, which made the divorce process smooth sailing. I managed to claim compensation for the savings that my mother-in-law had withdrawn. Turns out, all of our combined savings of 20 grand and the money from selling her home were blown on young boys. How disgusting is that? It makes me want to throw up. What's even more disgusting is that even after finding out about this, Julian didn't change his way. To pay the compensation, he forced his mom to start working part-time. But when she got scolded by a high school kid during her work and came home crying, he lost it. They both stormed into her workplace and caused a scene, and apparently they got taken in by the cops. They weren't charged, but they learned their lesson from that incident. Now, they've moved to a rundown apartment and are striving to stay afloat in a life of poverty and debt.